Welcome to Las Vegas Trader YouTube channel and a weekly analysis video of the markets. I want to apologize ahead of time. I have a cough last 2 days I can't get rid of. So if I cough, I want to apologize for that. Um, so let's just start off with actually, if you have not watched last week's video, I encourage you to do so and review what I said and then look at the charts and look what happened. Like I stated before, I'm pretty accurate. Um, let's just say about 80% of the time. So just go back and rewatch that video and let me know in the comments what you think. Okay, so let's see what happened and what we might see this week. So this is the S&P 500 futures. Um, the reason last week that the charts did not look right because the futures contracts were rolled over to the next contract. That's why you saw the not accurate charts. Um, but let's just go over and see what we have here. So S&P 500, the daily chart. Like as you remember last week, I called for the top, and so far it's playing out exactly what I said that will happen. So the daily chart looks a bit bearish. The weekly chart, we formed two topping tails. So lower prices ahead, I would imagine. And on a monthly chart, once this bar becomes red and it forms a topping tail, lower prices should post on the chart. Okay, so this is the S&P 500. Let's go with the NASDAQ. Here's the daily chart. As you can see, this is the futures. If you pull up the triple Qs, so I call the top on this bar, okay, as you can see. So the contracts rolled over and we saw a little move to the upside and then we rolled over. So let's just go back to the future side. So on the daily chart, we're sitting right at the 20-day moving average. Um, we took out this one green bar. So I would imagine we're going down to roughly 17.7 or so on a daily chart. Um, let's see, 17.7, that would put us right over here, which would be short-term support. So I like that on a weekly chart. On the monthly chart, we already formed a topping tail on NASDAQ. So we're probably going to see a continuation. Um, yeah. And here's the Dow Jones. Daily chart, same thing like the other two indices. We are sitting right at 20-day moving average. And the weekly chart, we formed a topping tail. Once we take out this bottoming tail, we're probably going to hit roughly 37,500. Hit the 20-day moving average and probably bounce up a little bit and then continue move down. Let's take a look at the monthly chart. Yeah, so this is still green. The bar is still green. Um, Russell 2000, as you can see, it's just it had a hard time breaking through this resistance, and just like the other indices, sitting right at 20-day moving average. On a daily, the weekly, we broke we broke out slightly, and mm, yeah, I like lower prices on the weekly as well, and the monthly. So remember that we need at least two bars to be significant. If this bar becomes red and we take out this green bar, we're definitely going lower on the monthly chart. So we still have, let's see, roughly about a couple weeks left in this month. So we'll see what happens. Um, so this is crude oil now, the daily chart. As you remember, last week I said we were sitting right at the 200-day moving average, and then we broke through to the upside, and we cleared all this 1 month's price action, and so we had a small pullback, and then we should probably, let me take a look. um, Continuation to the upside. I like about $84 as the target for the week on a daily chart. Let's take a look at the monthly. Yeah, so I like the see how the 50-day moving averages held up the lower prices, didn't go down. So now we erased this red bar and we are above it. So what I called $84. Yeah, so this would be resistance 84, so possibly 85 here. $85 would be resistance. 84, $85 for the week. On the monthly chart, let's take a look here. So that would put us right around, right over here, which would this would be this red bar would be uh, resistance right here, the tails here. So yeah, I like $85 target for the week. But the ultimate target would be here, $85 or so, 82, 85, but $85. We could see that in the upcoming months. So let's take a look at the gold. As you can see, as you remember, I called for a nice bullish move once we stayed above the moving averages and we saw this powerful red green bar, and we broke all the way to 2200 all-time highs. But now we're gonna see probably a pullback. We took out this one green bar, and I would imagine we will see lower prices. Um, let's see, if we have a 50% retracement, roughly that would put us, I want to say about 21, 25 or so, and the moving average, the 20-day moving average, will catch up to the price action. So then from then on, you will see a bounce back up. On a weekly chart, yeah, see another pullback on a weekly, because these two bars are powerful, pretty powerful move to the upside. So small pullback and then continuation, and then on the monthly, as you can see, we just have we broke through all this, and we're sitting at all-time highs. Um, let's go to silver. Same thing as gold. As you remember, I called for bullish move. That's exactly what happened. Same thing. I'm hoping gold and silver comes down because I want to buy some more uh, gold and silver. So if we could see silver come back, have a pullback to $24 or so, 24.50, I would be buying more silver. And this is the daily chart. On the weekly chart, as you can see, in the previous weeks, we saw this bullish move, and then we got slammed with this one red bar because of this resistance. So we're probably going to have the same problem here. So this was one, two, third week. So now Small pullback and um, to the 24. Yeah, 24.50 would be nice. I can buy some more silver and then move back up. And this is the monthly chart. I like what I see. It formed this nice green candle off of the moving averages, the 20 and the 50. And so if next week we see a pullback to the 24.50 area, let's just say, I'll be buying it, buying some coins and bars, and break through all this resistance. That would be perfect. So that's the monthly chart. Okay, let's go to Bitcoin. This is the futures. This is the forex side. Uh, so we had really bullish move for Bitcoin, as you can see, right to 70, almost 74,000, and then we just tried to go higher, but then this one green bar just got erased pretty hard, and now we're sitting at the 20-day moving average, and we're trying to bounce back up, but this 65,000 or so will be acting as resistance. So let's see what happens on the weekly chart. So as you can see, it formed a topping tail. So now you're probably going to see a pullback on a weekly chart. Or I mean, this topping tail is this was an shows indecision, topping and bottoming tail. So, uh, but I would bet down than up for Bitcoin on a weekly chart. Let's take a look at the monthly. Yeah, we are way overbought on the monthly. So if this bar turns into a topping tail and turns red, we're definitely going lower. But let's see here for a second. So that would be roughly at 61,000 or so. So that would put us right over here. So then that would be at resistance. So we'll see what happens. But pullback is most likely to happen than continuation. Um, let's take a look at the dollar. As you remember last week, we saw this bottoming tail. I said we are going higher, and look what happened. That's exactly what happened. So now we're probably going to see continuation possibly to the 200-day moving average. That would be resistance, 103.70 or so on a weekly chart. As long as we don't erase this red bar here, I'd say 104. Just call it 104. If we do, we're going higher. Going higher. But if we don't, and we take out this green bar, we're going lower. So we might see prices go up and then come down. That would mean precious metals will do the inverse, which will be a pullback and then higher prices. And just let's take a look at the monthly chart. So we are still below the 20-day moving average. So we still have 2 weeks or so left. Um, this month. So let's see what happens. And of course, the bond market. Um, as you remember, I called for this bottom forming and it moved higher. I was hoping that the prices would stay above these moving averages. It would hold up the downward movement, but it did not. So we are right back where we started. So we are kind of trapped in a range. Um, are we going higher or lower? Um, on a weekly chart, I would say we're going lower. Um, but we are sitting right at this support here. So maybe we'll go down a little more and then shoot back up. But lower prices are more probable than higher prices according to the weekly chart and the monthly chart. So if we go down a little more to $91 or so, we'll have a 50% retracement. 91.50, let's just say, and then shoot back up. As long as this bar is not really powerful bar, it just stays a narrow range bar, that would be okay. And then the following month, just move back up. That's what I would like to see. So move down to 91, I said. Yeah, 91, 91.50, and then move back up. Yeah. Okay, so that's it for this week. Please, um, if you like, watch the previous week's video and see what I said, and uh, comment down below your uh, your thoughts, and um, we'll take it from there. But please like the video, share, and subscribe if you haven't done so already. Subscribe to this channel, hit the bell notification icon, give it a thumbs up, and share with anyone and everyone you might think might like and benefit from this content on my channel. But please remember, hit the bell notification icon because you will not see any notifications when my videos are up or when I go live. So that's it for this week. We'll see you next week. Take care.